Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. I'm Laura123 and this is going to be a library book haul, so hopefully you'll enjoy watching. If you do, please click like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And hey, don't forget to smash the notification bell to all notifications, then you can see when I've uploaded new videos and also when I'm doing live streams. Okay, so yeah, I thought I would do a video showing you my current loans that I've got taken out from my local library. I'd love to know what you are currently reading at the moment, so please let me know in the comments section down below. Okay, so should we get started? Should we do this? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to pop my glasses on. Also, once I've shown you my little library book collection, I am going to show you and tell you about the book that I'm currently reading as well, which is by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and it's called Signal to Noise. But yeah, anyway, okay. So let's get started. The first book that I want to show you that I've got taken out from my local library is by Agatha Christie, the one, the only. And this is called And Then There Were None. So I'm doing a little bit of a kind of personal reading challenge this year with Agatha Christie books. So basically I want to read an Agatha Christie book a month. So just one a month. And yeah, this is going to be, I think, for the first week in February, I'm going to have this one. So I'm very excited to read this one. It sounds so good. It says 10 strangers are invited to Soldier Island, an isolated rock off the Devon coast. Cut off from the mainland with their generous hosts mysteriously absent, they are each accused of a terrible crime. Then one of the party dies suddenly and they realise there may be a murderer in their midst. A murderer who might strike again and again. Woo. And all the time, copies of a macabre nursery rhyme hang in each room. A nursery rhyme with an omen of death for all 10 of them. How creepy does that sound? I like the fact that it's obviously a thriller, mystery, crime, but it also sounds a bit creepy as well. So yeah, this book is supposed to be really good. Like, I've seen some really great reviews on this one, and yeah, I'm looking forward to read this book. Okay, so the next one I want to show you. Now, I'd not heard of this at all. I was bored the other night, so I just went on the local library website, and it's great. You can do like click and collect. So you look through what's on their online library, and then if you like something, you kind of order it in and go and collect it. Sometimes they're in at the actual branch. Other times you have to wait for a little while if someone's, already got it out, or if it's at another, site, etc. But I saw this book and I was like, oh, I'll be honest, I was drawn to the cover because I thought the cover was pretty damn cool. It's called The Stranger Times by C.K. McDonnell. And once I read what it was about, I was like, oh my God, that sounds so my cup of tea. Like, it sounds so good. I think this is going to be a series. At first I thought it was a standalone, but I think it is a series because there is a book on the back called The Charming Man. So yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a series. So if I do like this one, then I, could follow on with the series. It just sounds so me. Anyway, let me tell you what it's about. So it's about this newspaper. What it says here, what if the weird news is the real news? Yeah, it's about this newspaper. It's set in England as well. And they basically investigate like paranormal stuff, weird things and I just think that sounds so cool. It says, dedicated to reporting the weird and the wonderful, but mostly the weird. The Stranger Times is Manchester's go-to newspaper for the unexplained. At least that's the pitch. The reality is rather less auspicious. The editor is a drunken, foul-tempered and foul-mouthed husk of a man who thinks little of the publication he edits. His staff, a ragtag group of misfits, which I love the sound of that as well. They're all like misfits and stuff. And as for the assistant editor, well, that job is a revolving door, and it has just revolved to reveal Hannah Willis, who's got problems of her own. When tragedy strikes in her first week on the job, the Stranger Times team are forced to do some serious investigating. What they discover leads to a shocking realization. Some of the stories they'd previously dismissed as nonsense are in fact terrifyingly real. I mean, come on, that is me, right? That just sounds so cool. And I love the cover as well. If you can see on the actual bottle, there's like detailed little pictures there as well. Can you see? So yeah, I'm really excited. I think the Charming Man has got like a vampire connection because there's a coffin on the front. So we will see how I get on with that one. Okay, next one I have is a YA thriller. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know I do love my thrillers. Whenever I read a thriller, I turn into a detective, trying to work out who's done it, who's good, who's bad, etc. This has actually been on my want to read list for ages now, so I'm super duper happy that I managed to find it in my library. This is called Dead Lucky, and it's by Adriana Cordani. I think that's how you say it, Cordani. And it's a really cool cover. Look, it's like, ooh. Anyway, ooh, don't know what that was. Lucky to be rich, lucky to be famous, lucky to be alive. So I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, so I'm going to just try my best. I think it's Xav or Xav. I don't know. So I'll just, anyway, Xav, Ed, Lenny, Maxine. They are the influencers, the lucky ones. Their lives, loves and feuds are shared with millions of fans on the streaming platform Playmill. I think that is Playmill. And they are living the dream. But it's broken Ed's heart, it's crushing Maxine, it's destroying Lenny's friendships, and it's gone to Xav's head. I still can't say it. Head. Anyway, then a masked figure walks into Xav's apartment and murders him on camera. And as the world reels with shock, Maxine discovers Xav was sitting on a file of secrets about his fellow creators. Ah, okay. So he had all the secrets. Yeah, career destroying secrets that they do anything to keep hidden. And if she doesn't find the file, she could be next. How exciting does that sound? It says here an excellent cast of believable characters and some jaw-dropping twists. Woo! Love that. I really love like YA thrillers when they have like influencers and stuff. I don't know. I just enjoy it. Okay, the next book I have here is by Sophie Gonzalez and Cal Dietrich, and this is called If This Gets Out, and this just sounds so good. Ruben and Zach are in the world's biggest boy band, but they're also secretly in love. Now, I've said this before, but I do love a good boy band, especially when I was like a teenage girl. Like, boy bands were, you know, such a big part of my life. Ruben and Zach are two members of Saturday, one of the world's biggest boy bands. Teen heartthrobs in front of the camera. They're also best friends backstage. But management's pressure on Ruben to stay in the closet is taking its toll. Zach is the only one he can confide in. As Ruben and Zach come to rely on each other more and more during a whirlwind tour of Europe, their close friendship evolves into romance. If this gets out, will their fans ever truly give him the support they need? And how can they hold tight to each other if their world is coming apart? I love that cover as well, the way they're just kind of like looking at each other, and there's the band there. So yeah, I have read a few other books by Sophie Gonzalez. I think my favourite one I've read from hers was, what was it called? Oh yeah, Perfect on Paper. So anyway, that is that one. Next book I want to show you is here. And this is called How We Fall Apart by Katie Zaho. I think that's how you say it. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronunciations. So that's a pretty cool cover, isn't it? I like that cover. It says One of Us is Lying meets Crazy Rich Asians. So, I mean, I loved One of Us is Lying, and I really enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians as well. So it's a cool mixture. So it says Jamie Ruan, the queen bee of Sinclair Prep, is dead. No one knows what happened until an anonymous poster calling themselves the Proctor points the finger at Jamie's former best friends. So you've got track star Akil, fashionista Crystal, grades-focused Alexandra, and scholarship student Nancy. All exceptional students with perfect records and shady stories about how they got there. As the Proctor threatens to reveal their darkest secrets, Nancy and the others race to find their true killer. But will their past catch up with them first? An irresistible, edge-of-your-seat drama set in the backstabbing world of high achievers. Ooh. So there we go. Study hard, betray harder. Okay, so that's that one. So the next one I have, oh, this is heavy actually. Now this is a collection of short stories. It's called Beasts and Beauty by Soman Chanani. I'm so sorry. I need to, yeah. Anyway, so this is a collection of short stories that are basically reimaginings, retellings of fairy tales, but with like a darker kind of twist. So that just sounds great for me. It says here, you think you know these stories, don't you? You are wrong. You don't know them at all. A prince has a surprise awakening. A beauty fights like a beast. A boy refuses to become prey. A path to happiness is lost and then found again. These 12 tales of mystery, magic, and rebellious hearts breathe new life into old stories you thought you knew. Step inside them and you'll see beauty and ugliness, birth and death, old age and youth, riches and poverty, and love and bitterness. You will see power struggles, the search for justice, and the longing for acceptance and happiness. Step inside, but be careful. For not everything is what it seems. Also, there are some beautiful, beautiful illustrations in this book. Like, they are really, really nice illustrations. I got this from the library, but I think this is a kind of book that I probably would have purchased because this artwork is just so nice. Like, I really love the artwork. This is my kind of art that I just look at and be like, oh well. Look at that. This is so cool. But anyway, yeah, looking forward to read that. So the stories in here, what have we got? So just a few of them. Beauty and the Beast, Red Riding Hood, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, Jack and the Beanstalk, The Little Mermaid, Rumpelstiltskin, Peter Pan, Bluebeard and Cinderella. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how they kind of make them darker and more gothic maybe. Okay, so the next book I want to show you, well, there's actually two of these, so I can't tell you about number 2, but I can tell you a little bit about number 1. So it's I don't want to give any spoilers to you or to myself. This is, I think, a duology. I don't think it's a series. I think it's just the 2. So we've got All the Tides of Fate and All the Stars and Teeth. And now I can't remember what one comes first. Hold on. Oh, there's a map. I like maps. I think this one. I think the Teeth one comes first. All the Stars and Teeth. So these are both by Adeline Grace. And I'm trying to find out what one comes first. Is there a... No, I don't know. Anyway, we'll just... Oh, yeah. I'm just going to show you the map because the map's really cool. So these are YA books and they are like fantasy, but with like that kind of pirate vibe. I love reading books about pirates and, you know, on the seas and the drama that happens. And yeah, so yeah, this is the first one. So this is All the Stars and Teeth, and it says as princess of the island kingdom Visidia maybe, Amora Montara has spent her entire life training to be High Animancer, the master of souls. The rest of the realm can choose their magic, but to secure her place as heir to the throne, Amora must master the monarchy's dangerous soul magic. But when her demonstration goes horribly wrong, Amora is forced to flee. She strikes a deal with Bastian, a mysterious pirate. Who don't love a mysterious pirate, right? He'll help her prove that she's fit to rule if she'll help him to reclaim his stolen magic. But sailing the kingdom holds more wonder and more peril than Amora anticipated. A destructive new magic is on the rise, and if Amora is to conquer it all, she'll need to face legendary monsters, cross paths with vengeful mermaids, and deal with a stowaway that she never expected, or risk the fate of Visidia, I don't know, and lose the crown forever. It says here it's fierce and unrelenting. Do yourself a favour and get lost in this beautiful book. So yeah, I wanted to read these for a while, so the fact that I saw these in the library and both of them were there is awesome. So that is that. Next up, I have a thriller, another thriller. This is called Copycat by Alex Lake. So I did show this in my last, actually I showed a couple of these in my last library haul video because I obviously haven't got around to reading them yet. But if you didn't see that video, then you're seeing them for the first time. So anyway, so yeah, this is a book that I'd not actually heard of or anything. I just was in the library one day. I was drawn to the cover. It was on like a stand of psychological thrillers and I was like, oh, let's check it out. And when I read what it was about, I was sold. I was like, yeah, that sounds my cup of tea. So it says, imitation is the most terrifying form of flattery. Which Sarah Havenant is you? When an old friend gets in touch, Sarah Havenant discovers that there are 2 Facebook profiles in her name. So one is hers and the other that she's never seen. But everything in it is accurate. Photos of her friends, her husband, her kids, photos from the day before, photos of her new kitchen, and photos taken from inside her house. That is so creepy. And this is just the beginning because whoever has set up the second profile has been waiting for Sarah to find it. And now that she has, her life will no longer be her own. Woo! There's a quote here from the Evening Standard, and it says, "You'll find it hard to fall asleep when the lights go out." Oh my. A nail-biting psychological thriller gripped me from the opening paragraph. So I just think that sounds so good and also very creepy, the thought of someone doing that. And yeah, so that is that one. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 library books left, and then I'll show you my current read. So the next one I want to show you is by Cynthia Murphy, and it is called Win, Lose, Kill, Die. I like the way they've crossed out those and just ticked die. I have read a book from her before and I can't remember what it was, but I really liked it. So I'm seeing if it says, okay. I can't remember what it was, but I know I read her book. Oh, hold on. It's at the back. Oh, that was it. Last One to Die. She likes to put the word die in these book titles, yeah. But yeah, Cynthia Murphy, I really enjoyed that one. That was good. It was weird. It was very creepy. I like that one. Anyway, so let me tell you what this one is about. It says, everyone wants to be head girl until the murders begin. The students at Morton Academy are high achievers selected based on academic excellence. So when a series of murders target the school's brightest and best, the pressure is on. Someone is determined to clear their path to the top, and they'll stop at nothing. But who is it? I love those kind of, honestly, I love those kind of thrillers. It does sound a little bit similar to that one, doesn't it? Or is it that one? I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, it sounds good. I like it. And as I said, I really enjoyed her previous book so much. So I'm hoping for good things with that one. The next book I want to show you is Becky Albertelli and Adam Silvera, Here's to Us. So this is the sequel to What If It's Us, which you can see at the back there. That was such a good book. I love that book. So that's where it all kind of started and everything. So this is the sequel. So I don't want to tell you about this one because I don't want to give any spoilers if you haven't read number one. So what I will say is read What If It's Us. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful romance and it was just so fun to read as well. And this is like what happens next. So this is 2 years later after that happened, that book happened. So be interesting to see kind of what's gone on with Ben and Arthur and, you know, can they kind of carry on? I nearly said a spoiler there. But anyway, can they carry on? So yeah, the stage is set for true love. Here's to Us. I've heard mixed reviews about this one. Some people have really enjoyed it, some people haven't, but as I say, I love the first book, so I hope that is going to be good. I hope. Okay, and the last library book I want to show you is by Naomi Novik, and it's called A Deadly Education. This is number one in a series. And I hope it's going to be good. It's about a school of magic, unlike any you've encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays, and friendships are purely strategic, and the odds of survival are never equal. Once you're inside, there are only two ways out. You graduate or you die. Elle Higgins is uniquely prepared for the school's many dangers. She may be without allies, but she possesses a dark power strong enough to level mountains and wipe out untold millions. Never mind, easily destroy the countless monsters that prowl the school. Except she might accidentally kill all the other students too. So Elle is trying her hardest not to use it. That is, unless she has no other choice. So she's obviously got this real, like, serious dark power. I think it sounds really good. I love the cover as well. I think the cover is super cool. I know number two is already out, so obviously if I do like that, I'll look for number two. But yeah, I have read Naomi Novik's before. I think I read, did she do Spinning Silver? Yeah, Spinning Silver. I read that. Anyway, so that is my last library book. Let me know out of those books if there's any that, you know, you've read or you're interested in or things like that. And now I'm going to quickly show you and tell you about my current read, which is called Signal to Noise by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I absolutely love this author so much. She did Mexican Gothic, which is like her most well-known book. However, the book that I love her for is Certain Dark Things, which was my book of last year. I loved it so much. It was just amazing. But yeah, I'm really super duper enjoying this. I'm not far in. I'm only on page like 29, but I'm loving it already. I just, yeah, I don't want to put it down. And I know if I'm enjoying a book, I don't want to put it down kind of thing. If I'm not enjoying a book, I end up getting distracted, looking at social media on my phone or, you know, just doing other stuff. So if I'm like, I don't want to put it down, it proves I'm really, really into it. So yeah, I love the cover as well with the cassette tape on the front cover there. It says Mexico City, 1988, long before iTunes or MP3s, you said, I love you with a mixtape. So this book is about a group of friends who, when they were younger, did magic with music, like music, magic, like anyway. And then years later, they kind of come back and they're seeing if they can still do this magic together. It says Mech, I think it's pronounced Mech. M-E-C-H-E, Mech, I don't know. I'll call her Mech. Mech, awkward and 15, has two equally unhip friends, Sebastian and Daniela, and a whole lot of vinyl records to keep her company. When she discovers how to cast spells using magic, the future looks brighter for the trio. The three friends will piece together their broken families, change their status as non-entities, and maybe even find love. So, Mexico City, 2009. 2 decades after abandoning the I can never say that word, metropolis, Metropolis, I can say it. I have difficulty saying words. I can't help it. Met returns alone for her estranged father's funeral. So it's hard enough to cope with her family, but then she runs into Sebastian, reviving memories from a childhood she thought she buried a long time ago. What really happened back then, and I can't read today. I'm so sorry. What precipitated? Is that a word? Have you heard of a word, precipitated? Okay. No. I assume what started the bit of falling out with her father, and is there any magic left? So at the moment in the book, her and her father, because this is like years ago where it's starting, her and her father actually get on. So I'm like, I wonder what happens where they don't get on. Obviously, I'll find out as I read it. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying. The main character is nice. I like Sebastian. I like Daniela. So Daniela is quite girly, and Sebastian is a bit like a kind of rocker punk into books and stuff. So yeah, I am really enjoying it, and I'm really excited about when they start doing the spells using the music and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my current read. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. As I say, please click like, comment, share, subscribe, smash the notification bell to all notifications. Check out MinxLaura123 ASMR, my other channel, links down below. On that channel, I do videos to help people with anxiety and insomnia, like sounds for sleep, like relaxing videos and stuff. So please go and check my other channel out. Also come and follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Links are down below. And if you want to follow me on the lovely book app Goodreads, please do. That link is down below as well. All right, everyone, thank you for watching and happy reading, and take care of yourselves. Bye.